Hello students, today our topic is financial planning. Now, finance as we know is required for each and every activity of a business. It is required for starting up of a business and for running of the business as well. So, now why financial planning is done, or what is the meaning of financial planning? See, financial planning is to know how much fund is required in a business and on what we are going to spend those funds. That means how much to spend and on what to spend. Firstly, how much funds are required, then how much we are going to spend and on what we are going to spend. This is all we do in financial planning. Financial planning is preparing the blueprint of the financial decisions of the company. Now, we can say that there are three things which is included, there are 3 points which is included in financial planning. So first is determination of the amount of finance needed. First we need to know that what is the requirement of finance, that means how much money is required in a business. So determination of the amount, then determination of the sources. First we need to know the amount, then the sources of funds. This also we have discussed. Sources of funds means whether we are going to procure the funds from debt or equity, and then its proper utilization and usage of funds. This is a very important factor in financial planning. See, not only the estimation of the funds requirement is done and procurement is done, but effective utilization or proper utilization of funds is also very important part of financial planning. Now, what are the objectives of financial planning? First is to ensure the availability of funds whenever required. Whenever there is requirement of fund in an organization, it is the responsibility of finance department to ensure to make available the funds whenever there is requirement. Then to see that the firm does not raise funds unnecessarily. That means we have to estimate, we have to determine the amount of funds needed. If the company borrows more than the requirement, they have to pay interest on that. There are liabilities attached to borrowing of funds. So there will be increase in obligations, and unnecessary funds lying with the company is it creates a very bad impact on the revenue, on the profit of the company, because you have to pay interest on that and it is not properly utilized, and overcapitalization also has so many demerits. So the firm has to ensure that availability of funds is there. Whenever there is requirement, the funds are all available in the business, but the firm should not raise more than the requirement. Okay, so these are the objectives of financial planning. Then comes, what is the importance of financial planning? Why financial planning is important in an organization? First is to facilitate collection of optimum funds. Again, this is related to this one, that whenever there is a requirement, sufficient amount of fund is available in the business, so that there is no wastage, no overcapitalization. So optimum funds. Optimum fund means the raising of the fund according to the requirements. Then fixing most appropriate capital structure. Capital structure means it's the proportion of debt and equity. So the most appropriate form of capital structure can be fixed with the help of financial planning. Now, the fixed capital. Fixed capital is allocation of firm's capital to long-term assets and projects. We all know that fixed capital is that part of capital which is required to purchase those assets which are used in long run in the business, and they increase the productive capacity of the business. So here, fixed capital is allocation of firm's capital to long-term assets. That means those assets which we are going to use it for a longer period of time. That is not for resale. So this is also known as capital budgeting. We have done it earlier. So this is capital budgeting. Now, what are the factors which affect the requirement of fixed capital? how much capital a business firm requires depends on these factors. First is the nature of business. Here, if a business is a manufacturing business, they will require more of fixed capital. But for a trading business, less fixed capital is required. Scale of operation. It's clear that when the business is operating at large scale, more of fixed capital is required, otherwise less. Then the technique of production. Here two things again. First is labor intensive and capital intensive. Okay. So if the company is having labor intensive technique, that means if the company is using labor intensive technique, less of fixed capital will be required, and if the company is using capital intensive, more of fixed capital will be required. Then technology upgradation. If the company is in an industry where frequent upgradation of technology is required, then more of fixed capital will be required, otherwise less. Growth prospects. If the company is having growth prospects, they are having that opportunity to grow, more of fixed capital will be required, obviously. Then diversification means if the company is having plan to diversify in the future, then the company has to make available more of fixed capital. They need more of fixed capital for diversification. Then availability of finance and leasing facility. If if the assets are available in the market on lease basis, then it's better for the company to go for the company should go for this purchase of assets on lease, so that small amount is paid as rent and the company will require less of fixed asset. If the company has to purchase all the assets, then more of fixed capital will be required. But if it is available on easy finance and leasing facility, then less of fixed capital will be required. And last one is level of collaboration. Means if the company can collaborate, can have joint venture with other companies, then they can share the plant and machinery, so less of fixed capital will be required. The next topic is working capital. Now, working capital, as we all know, is the amount which is invested in current assets. Working capital is amount which is invested in current assets. So, that is gross working capital actually. So, working capital is excess of current assets over current liability. Here two concepts we have to do. First is gross working capital, which is all current assets taken together. That is fund invested in current asset is gross working capital. When we want to know the net one, we have to deduct current liability from current assets. That means net working capital is current asset minus current liabilities. Now, current asset and current liability we know, which gets converted into cash within a year, is current asset, and the obligations which we have to pay within a year is current liabilities. Okay, for a shorter period of time. Now, what are the factors which affect the working capital requirement of a company? So, there are 13 factors. First is the length of operating cycle. Length of operating cycle means if it is the time period involved in investment in raw material and the final receiving the final amount or receivables and the cash received through sales. So if the operating cycle is very lengthy in our business, then more of working capital will be required. Next is nature of business. Nature of business means for a retailer, for a trader, less of working capital is required because he has or he always stores small amount of stock. But when we talk about wholesaler, more of working capital will be required because he has to store a lot of goods, he has to purchase and then store. And when we talk about manufacturing concern, they require a huge amount of working capital. Then scale of operation. For a small business operating at small scale, less of working capital is required, and if the business is operating at large scale, accordingly capital will be required. Now, business cycle fluctuation. During boom in the market, more of demand will be there, so more of production and more of working capital requirement. But when there is recession in the market, there is decrease in production, decrease in demand, decrease in prices, then less of working capital will be required. Then seasonal factor, it depends on seasonal factor also. During the season, during the demand, For a seasonal product, more of working capital will be required. Then technology and production cycle, that means if labor intensive technique again here also is used, then more of working capital will be required. But for capital intensive, less of working capital will be required. Credit allowed. If the company is allowing credit to all the customers for maximum period of time, then more of working capital will be required for running of the business. But if the credit allowed is for a shorter period of time and only to few customers, then less of working capital will be required because the company will be having sufficient fund for running the business. Same way with credit availability. If the company is availing credit facility, they are getting the credit facility from their supplier, from their creditors, then less of working capital will be required. Then operating efficiency means what? If the company is very efficient, the operations are very efficiently conducted, done, then less of working capital will be required. Because there will be no wastage and there will be very less of wastage and less of less of working capital will be required. Then comes availability of raw materials. If the raw materials are easily available in the market, as and when required, the company can purchase the raw material and no need to store the raw material for future, then less of working capital will be required because whenever there will be requirement, the company can go and purchase it. So that is availability of raw material. Then level of competition. If the level of competition is, the market is very competitive, then the company has to adopt liberal that credit policy. For that, more of working capital will be required. Then in case of inflation, when there is always rise in price and there is inflationary situation in the market, more money is required to purchase the same amount of thing, then more of working capital will be required in inflationary situation. Then the growth prospects is that if the company is expanding the activities, then more of money will be required for the operations. So when growth prospect is there, more money is required, so more working capital will be required. So these are the factors on which working capital requirement of a business organization depends.